David, Vicksburg Daily News here with Warren Jones, candidate for Ward 1. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Hey, so tell us, why are you running for office?
Right now, I'm running for alderman because I think we really need somebody in there that's committed to not just bringing businesses in, but committed into building what we already have. And my format is building this is built on building our neighborhoods, going back to the neighborhood, building the neighborhoods, and being the sounding board for those individuals that feel like they're voiceless. And we have a lot of neighborhoods out there feel like they're not being heard. And I want to let everybody know, once I get in there, I will listen and I will hear you.
A recent report discovered we have 343 city employees and over 500 city vehicles, with only 300 or so in operating condition. What is your opinion of that? And if elected, how will you address that?
With the vehicle wise, I think we need to do a inventory on which one are in runnable condition. There are many cities with vehicles that are not running, they will auction them off. But we instead of having vehicles that are not in operating form, we need to get rid of those vehicles. And because I'm quite sure we're still spending some kind of cost on them. And with 300 employees, I really feel like we're not dispersing our employees over the city to really get done what we need to be done. Because at times you can go around the city on one project, you will see 6 or 7 employees, 2 doing the job and the other 4 standing up watching. And I think we have to really get down to seeing where we can disperse our employees better and look at our inventory, and those that is not in running condition, we need to get rid of it.
This is a multi-part question. According to a recent report, the population of Vicksburg is decreasing due to 3 reasons: the schools, a lack of housing, and crime, with crime being the main reason. The schools are improving as of last year. What will you do to improve the housing situation?
The housing in Vicksburg, I was on the zoning board for a while, for about 15 years. And I think we have some good zoning laws. And I'm not saying get rid of housing. I'm telling you, the housing that we have, and I know in some cities, the cities have taken those abandoned houses and got them rehabbed and get them not a fair market value to people that are looking for housing, families that are just starting out. You know, even and with the crime rate that you brought up, I'm thinking that it was in Jackson at one time, or some city within the metropolitan area. The city would get those homes and put their policemen, enforcement officers within those neighborhoods. And I think seeing a police officer in that neighborhood can deter some crime away. I'm not saying it'll get all crime, but it'll deter some crime away. And we need to educate our residents more on crime, give them crime tips. Even Ring Camera has a program out where the city can come to them and talk to them about offering Ring to each resident. Not the city won't hook up to it, but when the city have an issue in that area, they will get them permission to go there and look and see if they can find out anything on their Ring. And I think that would deter a lot of people away from certain areas.
And you kind of addressed it somewhat, but I have to ask, because we're following a similar format.
Yes.
What will you do, the second part of that question, what will you do to reduce crime?
And another part of it, I would, I think we need to get more of a maintainable route, because I'm in an area where it's not in a lot of crime, but police presence, like I said earlier, it tends to bring crime down in a certain area if they know the police would be in that area. So the frequency of areas where the police roam at, we do the tips, like I said. And plus, we need to light the city up. Those areas that are dark, in those crime-ridden areas, we need to light the city up. Even the city had portable cameras we can put up. I'm not saying Big Brother watching, but some areas need those cameras so they can have their crime rate to come down in those areas.
Will you support an across-the-board $15,000 a year increase for non-ranked police officers? And if so, how will you pay for that?
it would definitely be something hard for me to say how I would pay for it now without looking at the budget, without seeing where the money's coming from and what we can do. And because sometimes it might be in taxes, you know, it might be in taxes, but I will support a raise for anybody that's not at the level they need to be to have a decent lifestyle, a decent living. I wouldn't say a lifestyle, I say a living, to pay for their home, to pay for food, to just have a family. And I do support that, but definitely just not saying this is what I would do and this is how I would do it. I don't have that plan because I haven't seen the budget and I haven't seen where the money is coming from.
The mayor and aldermen in Vicksburg are among the highest paid in the state. If elected, will you support an immediate 50% reduction in pay for the mayor and aldermen and an elimination of support staff to one administrator for all three?
I support anything that gets our city where it's not in a point where it's overburden on one end. If the mayor and aldermen are getting more money and the other people can't afford to get money, I would support that. I would support giving raises to our employees. I would support that.
There is a push among the citizenry to change our form of government to a council city manager form of government. Changing to that form of government will remove the power from politicians to a professional city manager. Will you support a change of that nature? And if elected, will you work to change to that form of government?
Yes, I will. I believed in that, and I still believe that we don't have enough people that operate. We have a 3-party board, and every decision's coming down to that 3-party. And if the majority wins, so you can say you got 2 people running the city, and I do support that. I really do.
The street committee is saying that Ward 2 alderman is not going to be reelected because he's nothing but a yes man for Mayor Flaggs. If elected, are you planning on being the mayor's new yes man?
I'm nobody's yes man. Nobody at all. The only yes man I'll be is to the people of my ward. And that's who I'm coming in for. Those residents that are not heard. And I'm nobody yes man.
What else do the voters need to hear from you?
The voters need to hear from me now. I'm in an area where it's being neglected. I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. I want to get in here and make sure those areas are taken care of just as well as any other area in Vicksburg. I'm a small business owner. I own Hughes Jones and Consultant, and I deal with small businesses, tax preparation. I help them form LLCs, and I know how to deal with small business. My people have a problem with getting loans in Vicksburg, so I understand that part. I know how to build neighborhood associations. So that's one thing I want to come in the neighborhood, each neighborhood, and show them how to form their neighborhood association so they become a loud voice within this community.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay.